Cuckoo, it's Kennedy. Ah, feels so good to say that again. So this video is going to be mostly an update because quite a bit has transpired since the last video that I posted. But first and foremost, I wanted to come here and say thank you so much for your support. So many of you guys have left so many loving comments here on Instagram and on Twitter, and I feel it and see it and receive it, and it just feels so amazing and warm, if that makes sense. Okay, so the next thing I want to address really quickly is the Millie situation. So I did put out a statement in regards to this on my Instagram and Twitter, but I just wanted to also clarify on YouTube that I did not know the context of Millie. I had seen the puppet a few times in their first office, and the puppet, I'm now realizing, was also in the Harlem Shake video that we did years ago, but I had never watched the show, and I didn't know the full context of the show, and I didn't know the extent of Fine Brothers' involvement with Shane Dawson. So when I did see these videos that have resurfaced, I was disgusted. This type of content is never okay, especially when you're working with children. So I wanted to come on here and tell you guys that's what I think about those disgusting and awful videos. Since my last video and before the Millie videos resurfaced, I did get on a phone call with Benny and Rafi, the CEO of FBE, and I believe one of the VPs of FBE. We talked for about an hour and a half. I told them about the ways in which I was mistreated or ignored and the things that I had experienced and witnessed during my time at FBE. And I want to reiterate to you guys that, as I said in my last video, everything that was mentioned in my last video was just the tip of the iceberg. First off, I don't know how many of you have been active on Twitter, but Twitter is kind of where more people have been vocal about everything. So much more has come out from, you know, former reactors, former staff members, and a lot of it has been happening on Twitter. So I do realize that some of you didn't fully realize the context of the things that I was talking about in my video, and the fact that the things I mentioned in my video were just the tip of the iceberg. There were other things that I even mentioned on my Twitter, ways in which I was mistreated or ignored, and there's just a lot more that I probably don't know and more that you guys don't know. But yes, I did have a conversation with Benny and Rafi about what had happened. And in our phone conversation, I was told that because I spoke out, changes were implemented or are being implemented within the company. So of course, change doesn't happen overnight. It's only been a few weeks, but I have no regrets on speaking out and saying what I did say, because my hope in doing what I did was creating a better future for the current and future employees and staff at FBE. Okay, so this is the fun part. So I wanted to address some of the comments that I've gotten, mainly here on YouTube. For the most part, Twitter and Instagram has been very positive. I mean, there's been a lot of positivity on here too, but here on YouTube is also where, you know, there have been a lot of people who don't like me, and that's okay. Not everyone's gonna like me, not everyone's gonna like you. That's life. So there were quite a few anti-Semitic comments on my last video, and I want to say that regardless of what anybody or their company has done, that is absolutely disgusting, and I will not tolerate anything like that. And to those of you who've left messages like that, I also would like you to know that my father, the man who raised me, is a Jewish man. So any sort of comment against the Jewish community is a comment against my father, and I take that very seriously. One of my favorite things that people have been commenting and saying to me is that I spoke out, and I've been doing this for attention, fame, and money. And I just want to know, if you're one of these people, how do you think I'm profiting off of this? Where do you think I'm getting paid from any of this? I find it funny. I'm not profiting off of this at all. Also, I'm not gaining any sort of fame from this. I didn't do that for any of those reasons. Like I said, I did that to hold people accountable and to inspire change. Also, the whole fame and attention thing is such an invalid argument because I literally left a channel with 20 million subscribers. Make it make sense. There have also been people calling me a racist. A racist for thinking that blackface is racist. My other favorite comment that I've been getting is that I am nothing without React. Or people saying that they hope that I enjoy unemployment, or they're glad that I'm now unemployed. First and foremost, React was never my main gig, okay? No one's getting paid enough from React to sustain a lifestyle, to pay bills. I own a business, and I'm a working actor and host. Also, the fact that I will be nothing without React. I was doing okay before React, I was doing okay during React, I was doing okay during my hiatus from React. As a matter of fact, when I took my hiatus from React, I starred in a film that ended up going to Cannes, and I got to go to the Cannes Film Festival. And I was also in a big Coca-Cola commercial, a whole campaign that aired during the Super Bowl twice. And this year I've booked a bunch of projects, some of which have unfortunately been put on hold due to COVID, but trust me, I'm okay. That said, to wrap up my video, I just wanted to tell you guys about the future of my channel and my content in general, because quite a few people have been saying goodbye, and this isn't a goodbye unless you want it to be, of course. I'm not forcing you to subscribe or watch my videos or follow me anywhere, but I will continue to be putting out content. I'm actually really excited. I feel so free and motivated to put out the content that I've been wanting to put out. So this channel will be a continuation of Unapologetically Kennedy videos that I started to put out a few months ago. I will also be vlogging every now and then. You will hear some music. I'm working on some original music as well, and you might even see some scripted content. So I'm working on a lot of fun stuff. I'm really excited for what's to come. And again, I want to thank you all for your support. I'll see you next week. Oh, before I go, remember, always stand your ground, be yourself. Don't let anybody tell you that you are nothing. I love you. I'll see you next week. Mwah. Bye.